Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. His, we now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Madam Speaker, the issue of abuse of women and crimes against women is a big issue in our society. Women are frequently the victims of abduction and other forms of violence. Arising out of the very tragic murder of a young lady earlier this year, Ms. Jackson, a debate took place amongst lawyers and in social media as to whether or not pepper spray was lawful. The Offensive Weapons Prohibition Act gives a distinct impression that pepper spray is not unlawful and is not subject to the treatment as an offensive weapon. However, the Firearms Act, because it has some very wide definitions in it, makes the matter unclear. And the matter has been the subject of a court decision which suggests that because of the way the Firearms Act is worded, pepper spray cannot be lawfully carried for personal protection. I believe that it's a non-toxic substance, and I believe it's important that we empower our women to protect themselves. I'm therefore seeking leave of the House to introduce the following private members' bills. One, a bill shortly entitled the Firearms Amendment Act 2021, and secondly, a bill shortly entitled the Offensive Weapons Prohibition Amendment Act 2021, which will clarify the situation in this regard. And I would ask for leave of the House, Madam Speaker, to table the bills.
Members, the question before the House is that the member be granted leave to introduce both bills mentioned. Those in favour? Those against? The ayes have it. Leave granted. Opposition.
The next PNP government will establish a special Young Owners Deposit Fund of $1 billion within the NHT. Yes. Using those NHT resources to enable young persons under 35 years of age to access $500,000 towards their deposit once they have been an NHT contributor for 2 years or more. They will be able to apply to the NHT and get their $500,000 deposit grant. Time comes for young Jamaicans to own a home. We have to do something for the low-income borrowers from the fund, from the National Housing Trust. The cost of home insurance continues to increase. Last year alone, insurance for homes increased by 25%. And this is passed on to NHT borrowers as it's wrapped up in their monthly loan payments. So when you pay a loan, you pay for the principal, you pay for the accrued interest, and you pay for the insurance in the payment that you make. This is particularly hard on NHT borrowers at the lowest band who earn $30,000 or less per month. They also need a break. Mr. Speaker, the next PNP government will help these low-income NHT borrowers by absorbing the cost of the insurance on their homes. This means that their monthly payments will be lower and they will be able to afford a bigger mortgage loan. We are looking out for the low-income NHT borrowers.
JLP is racist.
I choose Jamaica. I hear Labourites saying that they choose Jamaica. Who did not choose Jamaica? I don't know where to come from with this racist type of talking and me having subliminal messages and acting like on a slick. It is downright degrading. While the rest of the world is running away with science, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship, we're still cussing about our skin color and distracting the people about homosexuality. Let me first say this. I don't care about homosexuality. I preserve the right of loving family. Family comes from a male and a female. With that being said, I don't care about the people's bedroom, anybody's bedroom. I care about the people's business. I'm more concerned about that drill, right? That's supposed to cost $3.1 million, end up costing $31.5 million. Where is the Jamaican people's money? That is what we are concerned about. In 1914, Marcus Garvey started the UNIA, and it was white Jamaicans who assisted in creating that establishment, right? And his own words, he said, I never taught racism. I taught dignity and pride in one's race. If you're a laborite, there's no dignity and pride among you. When $3 trillion can't find unaccounted for chap, pick an adjective, they're all synonymous in meaning. So with that being said, we are concerned about the money for the Jamaican people, and we don't care about people's bedroom, we don't care about people's skin color. We are out here talking about the business of Jamaican people. And with that being said, Mr. Prime Minister, why didn't you sign the Ethics Code of Conduct in 2023 when the Integrity Commission gave it to you and also the members of your political party? And it is not anything that just make up by the Integrity Commission. It is the 7 Nolan principles of good governance. We talk about selflessness, objectivity, honesty, integrity, leadership, and the other 2 I don't remember off the top of my head, but these are the principles that your Prime Minister did not sign to, and this is a problem. I don't know if it's a problem to you, but it is a problem to me. The Prime Minister's statutory declaration, meaning how we making money, cannot be certified. It doesn't make any sense. That is a problem. Where is that $830 billion from the healthcare sector? Where is the $902 billion from education sector? These are the questions that we want to ask. People jumping about hey, minimum wage gone up and minimum wage this and minimum wage that. Let me tell you, the prices has also gone up. And you know what has gone up? The Prime Minister, well, not the Prime Minister, I'm saying that he did not take it, but government official, MPs pay moved from $8 million to $22.9 million. If that is not concerning, I don't know what else is concerning. Jamaica, you deserve better. Jamaica need a change. And when we change, we are going to hold our politicians accountable for every action. I have never voted, but this time I will have to vote out this corrupt government. Jamaica need better. Jamaica deserve better. Time come for a change. Time come for accountability. Time come for integrity, and time come for transparency. Jamaica.
Oh my God.
But even with that, Mr. Montague, the polls are now showing that you're 19% down against a newcomer, Mr. Woodbine. You're going to lose the seat, they say.
Mrs. Shields.
Yes.
I do not discuss polls. I respect polls. I have never in my political life ever discussion about polls.
But do you feel you're on the cusp of losing the seat?
No, madam. Absolutely no.
You don't feel Mr. Woodbine is a threat to you in any way at all?
Every candidate is a threat to the other candidate. I never disrespect or take a candidate lightly. I never do it. I fight my election from I've been a councillor with the seriousness that it demands.
Right.
And I will tell you that we have not started our ground campaign, public campaign. What we're doing is...
We're not going to false promise. The things that we are putting back in the office, On the things so we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly, cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we, because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do a wedding call the election. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. So we a tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them